What's up, Soul Family? Coming at you with another collective reading. As always, we're going to kind of just pull and see what's meant to come out, and we're going to go from there. We're going to be using our Light Seers Tarot deck, which is actually the deck that I used to start learning how to read tarot. And it's funny that I said start learning and the Fool card came out. But, let's see what else comes out from there. As always, I'll kind of adjust these as we go. I'll pull one more. We got the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse on the bottom. The Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to pull like 4 tea leaf fortune cards and we're going to go from there. Sorry, it's kind of hard to shuffle these. They're a little bit clunky in a way. So we have Deep Friendship. Teapot with Deep Friendship. It's kind of interesting that they came out right above the Three of Cups. Oh, that one's meant to come out. We have Ring. As always, I'm going to kind of organize those in just a second and make it look a little prettier. And I'll pull these last two. Vulture. And Club. So the teapot is deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Vulture, depression, anxiety, and worry that someone is against you. And last but not least, we got Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So let's see how all this plays into the reading. Okay, so maybe this is a case of you being really close friends with somebody and them wanting to have some kind of business venture with you. And maybe they're not exactly somebody who is as skilled with you, or skilled as you, somebody who's not as versed, somebody who's not as good at whatever ability that you guys are referencing. And maybe as a result, they're kind of trying to push you into a business opportunity or a business decision with them. Maybe they're trying to start something and they're not too confident in their own abilities. So maybe they're trying to, lean in on yours. And maybe it's not a situation that, they're not actually a good friend. It could be that you guys are very close friends, but maybe, you don't necessarily have the energy that, or maybe they don't have the energy of somebody who you feel is good for this kind of connection. The thing is, with the Vulture card coming out, it has the energy of maybe you being stressed out about maybe their intentions, but all the surrounding cards kind of point towards this actually being a fairly strong bond and actually a fairly good connection. And maybe you're somebody who simply prefers to keep business and friendships as friendships. Because I do see a lot of cards that, again, point towards you guys having a strong connection, you guys having something that's fairly fun and something that's actually able to be enjoyed. I'd like to think that the Fool card is a sign to maybe take the risk if it's a good, or if it seems as if it's something that could potentially lead to something great. The Knight of Pentacles many times has the energy of an offering, a financial endeavor, or a financial start, or acting on some kind of passion in some way, shape, and form, especially with combined with the Knight of Wands. So maybe them trying to push this business venture or business opportunity onto you isn't necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it's an opportunity for a fresh start. On a different note, this could be something a little different. Maybe this is about a friendship that you are really close to, that maybe they have feelings for, and maybe they're trying to kind of push their feelings on, and maybe it's causing a little bit of anxiety or stress. Maybe it's a situation of unrequited love in which, you really do have a deep bond and a deep friendship with somebody, and maybe they have different feelings. So maybe as a result, they're kind of maybe trying to push you into a connection, when in reality, all you're really looking for is something fun. Maybe it's a scenario that you're afraid to reject this person because you're afraid that they'll then turn on you. Maybe you're simply trying to preserve the friendship and make sure that things stay the same way that they are. Or this could be, and this is like a really odd one, but I have heard of friends trying to convince other friends to get married with them for benefits. So maybe it's a scenario of your friend trying to convince you to get married So you guys can have some kind of benefits, and maybe you're kind of stressing out about it. Maybe you don't want to go along with that because you have other intentions and plans. And as always, if any of these are the case in which somebody is trying to make you do something against your will, the answer is always to set strong and firm boundaries, regardless of the potential that you might, make somebody upset or frustrated. Um, it's always more important to honor ourselves as a person and honor ourselves as a being than to kind of bend over backwards for somebody else that will then violate and cross one of our boundaries. Especially with the King of Wands energy. The King of Wands is somebody who is a leader and somebody who's very authoritative. So if somebody is trying to, make you do something against your will, maybe it's time to step into the King of Wands energy and be a little bit more bold and grow into this more mature version that has those firm boundaries that will tell somebody that, no is no. My boundaries are my boundaries. And if they really are your friend, if you really are really close to this person, then they're going to respect that. And you guys can continue to have these great times as envisioned. These cards definitely point towards a connection that seems to be very enjoyable and really fun, and one worth celebrating. So I feel as if you do have those boundaries that need to be set, then they'll respect them, and you guys can continue on with that connection. Maybe it was something that was done out of impulse, and as a result, it's something that simply needs to be assessed and taken care of. All in all, this is what I'm seeing in the cards, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. If this resonated, please feel free to let me know, and I hope you guys have a great day. Also, don't forget to check out my ebooks, one on aerokinesis and one on manifestation. They're in my Etsy store, which also includes lots of really cute things like mugs, desk mats, phone cases, and a couple other things. Peace and blessings, and I hope you guys have a great night.